Hello guys, my name is Simpler Queen. My first name is Alyssa, but just call me Simplord. And I am making this video on my SimTalks channel to pretty much have more people um, see this video. So I want to talk about the series that I am writing. Well, that I pretty much started writing since 2024, but I kept it on hiatus due to low motivation and due to mental health reasons. But I'll bet a lot of people are going to be asking me, what the hell are the Zarkhator versus Creepypastas series? So, let me just go into detail. When I was a teenager, when I was still underage, this was around 2015, I think, was the day I got into Creepypastas. And I got into Sport Hero though around 2011, I think. So this was before I got into creepypastas. And I fell in love with the most badass villain from the game Sport Hero, which is Zarkhator when I was really young. I just found him to be really awesome, really badass. I love his voice. He's got a really deep voice. If you guys ever play Sport Hero, then you know what his voice sounds like in the game. And I got into creepypastas around 2015 when I was still in middle school. I know I did not start off these series when I was a minor, because at the time I didn't know if anyone would narrate this work of mine. But now that I have somebody that I'm very good friends with, and her name is Shadow the Lion Queen, major shout out to you. Hi, how you doing? I'm glad to have someone like her who can narrate my work, and that I can, so more people can see what I put out there. Now I am aware I'm probably going to have mixed opinions on these stories, but everyone's entitled to their own opinions. You're allowed to have your own opinion on them. That's fine. I know I'm not perfect, but I do my best. Now, for a long time, I have been wanting to write this series, the Zarkhator versus Creepypastas series, that is. Now, to give a further summary, the stories are about, you guessed it, the villain himself from Spore Hero, known as Zarkhator, going up against various of creepypasta characters. And I've thought of this in my mind for a very long time when I was young. Like, oh my god, how cool will it be if he went up against all these creepypasta characters? So I decided now, but I started like around 2024, the beginning of this, would be the great time to start off this series for people to listen to. And I also wonder how cool it'll be if these got animated. Now, I don't know for certain if I'll ever become an animator. But one thing's for sure, I do not want to see these being AI generated. I do not support AI. I want to see these done by actual, well done, talented animators. So who knows, maybe one day my work will inspire some talented animator to start doing them. The first ever Zarkhator vs. Creepypastas series I did was the one I think I made around November 2024. It was called Zarkhator vs. Jeff the Killer. Yes, I am the writer of that one. And I think I did succeed on that one pretty well. It is about Zarkhator, you fucking guessed it, going up against the most famous classic creepypasta character known as Jeff the Killer. And I did another one, I think it was last year. I did Zarkhator versus Slender Man. where Zarkhator goes up against another popular creepypasta called Slender Man. Now, I have more in the works though. I plan to write more of them. It just really depends on my motivation. But I want to do these because now that I have a lot of time and effort, I have a better computer to write these on. I feel that I can finally get these out there, even with now that I have somebody that is interested in narrating my work for people to watch and look at and find it interesting. And so far, there have been a few people that actually like what I'm writing. Many of people from Lion Queen's fan base love what I'm writing, and I do appreciate this really much. Thank you for those of you that are enjoying these so far. I still have a lot more to do. Now, I also want to clarify, no, I do not own any of the Creepypasta characters, nor do I own Zarkhator himself. Alright? I always want to make sure I'm giving credit. So, I don't own anything. I am willing to give credit to those who are the creators of said Creepypasta characters. I remember some of them that have created some of them. So for future writings, I will be sure to credit each creator of said creepypasta characters because I do want to credit, the ones that have made some of them because there's going to be one that Lion Queen's going to be narrating. So stay tuned for that one. I will not spoil what it is. You guys will have to see for yourselves when you visit Lion Queen's channel and you have the notifications on her channel. Like, be sure you have notifications on for every video she uploads and posts. But I do plan to also write Zarkhator going up against other creepypastas, though, like Jason the Toy Maker, a creepypasta character made by Chrysantiel. I'll be sure to credit her so those know I don't own any of this. All credit goes to said person that I mentioned earlier because I know to always give credit when I write these fanfictions. So, yeah. And again, I don't own Zarkhator. He is a villain from the game Sport Hero, and he's owned by EA Maxis, the Electronic Arts, the same creators that made SimCity. So yeah, and I will say this to anyone else that plans to ever write these kinds of fanfics, always be sure to give credit to the original creators. And that's what I do because I learn and I use my brain. Also, another fun fact those should know about, I have done Zarkhator's voice since 2012, when I was still a minor. I am currently 25 years old, and I'm still to this day well done at doing Zarkhator's voice. I know this is weird coming from a female like me, but I'm not kidding when I say this. I know how to do his voice. I know how to do Zarkhator's voice. You can watch some of my videos where I did some Zarkhator ASMR audio roleplays on this channel. I know how to do his voice, and I've done pretty well with it. So that way you guys have proof that I know how to do his voice really well. Now, if anyone else, if you're a fanfic narrator out there, and if you're interested in narrating my Zarkhator vs. Creepypastas series, be sure to contact me. Feel free to reach out. Give me a follow on Instagram. And I have to be sure, though, if you're an actual fanfic narrator, and you're not somebody that's, a supporter of AI or anything like that. I will not allow anybody that is a supporter of AI or that does AI-generated narrations. I will not approve. But if you're an actual fanfic narrator with a real voice, give me a follow on Instagram. Reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll send you the link to my fanfictions, the Zarkhator versus Creepypasta series. Just please remember to give me credit, is all I ask. Just please remember to give me credit. And credit the original creators too. Alright? I have no problems, letting people narrate my work. If anyone else is interested, don't be shy. Just as long as you're an actual narrator with a real voice and you're not AI generated and you don't have an AI generated voice, I have no problems with people narrating what I'm putting out. And if there are some talented animators out there that want to animate this series, feel free to. Just as long as you're not doing AI animation and you're not AI generated, then I'm cool with that. But yeah, so I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a preview, context about the Zarkhator versus Creepypasta series. It is about Zarkhator going up against various Creepypasta characters, and he wins each time. Now, I'm also going to explain his abilities. Yes, he does have the ability to fly with his dragon wings. He also has the ability to dash at incredible speed when flying. He can slash with his death claws, and he has other abilities that I've thought throughout my imagination. He can breathe fire, shoot fireballs, and he can also use a laser eye attack. His glowing red eyes can actually shoot lasers, not to rip off fucking Superman or fucking Homelander. I'm not trying to rip off Superman or Homelander with this shit, I swear. Nor am I trying to rip off Cyclops from X-Men either. But he has the ability to shoot lasers out of his hellish red eyes. So yeah. And he has the ability to also cause a shockwave when his body glows bright red, and he summons a shockwave when so much is coming at him at once, and he pushes his opponents back. So therefore, now you know the abilities that Zarkhator has in this series. And once again, not to copy or rip off Superman from DC Comics, or Cyclops from the Marvel Comics X-Men, or Homelander from The Boys, I swear. But, therefore now you know Zarkhator's abilities in the series. I have other stories I've wrote, but this is mainly about the Zarkhator versus Creepypastas series. If you guys like what you see, give them a watch. Feel free to react to them on Shadow the Lion Queen's channel. She does have them narrated. And once again, major shout out to her. Be sure to go sub to her. I'll link her channel in the description. I also want to link her Miss Dark Shigo channel too. And yeah, I also have a playlist of said series too, of the Zarkhator versus Creepypasta series. You can find the playlist on my Simplord Queen channel. That's where you'll find it. And if you like the series, then and once again, I appreciate those that love the series. I plan to write more of them in the meantime, and because I want to see how many people love them. This is for the purpose of keeping the Sport Hero franchise alive, as well as keeping the 2010s classic creepypasta fandom alive. And that's what I'm going for. I want to keep Sport Hero alive and the 2010 classic creepypasta fandom alive. So, with all this said, I think I've covered up enough of context about the series. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you like what you see, then yeah, comment your thoughts online queens narrations of them. I would love to hear you guys' opinions. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, I know. So, for those that do like them, thank you. I gratefully appreciate those that love what they see so far. And yeah, I hope you all have a great day or night wherever you're at. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys whenever I feel like uploading again. Peace out.